Good evening, everybody. Once again, this is UFC 121 post-fight recap with Standing Bear Thunderheart. And man, what an exciting and incredible event that I watched. I mean, the event was incredible in itself. I'm just going to get down right to it because I got a lot to say. So here we go. John Madsen versus Gilbert Yvel. The winner is John Madsen, TKL. That was a very fierce one. John Madsen just went up to him, basically speared him, and just kept decking him, ground and pounding him, and referee stopped the fight. And of course, Camozzi versus Dongi Cain. The winner is Camozzi by split decision. And the next bout is Sam Stout versus Paul Taylor. The winner is Sam Stout, unanimous decision. And Mike Guymon versus Daniel Roberts. The winner, Daniel Roberts, submission, anaconda choke. And that also won submission of the night. So congratulations, Daniel Roberts. The way he slapped out an anaconda choke when he was pressed against the fence by Guymon, and Guymon tried to take him down with his leg. But instead, he hung on to the anaconda choke, and then once it went to the ground, he twisted him over enough so he can get the right position to choke him out, and get the tap out as well. So that was an awesome match right there. And Patrick Cote versus Tom Lawlor. The winner is Tom Lawlor, unanimous decision. That was an okay match. Went to the ground a lot, but it was not one of the most exciting matches. But at least it kept the action of the ground was going, so it wasn't too boring either. So that was a good thing right there, as far as that goes. And the next match is Cote McGee versus Ryan Jensen. The winner is Cote McGee, submission. Great fight right there. He basically had him in a choke on the ground and was forced Jensen to tap out. So that was a good match right there. And Brendan Schaub versus Gabriel Gonzaga. That was a very good one. Then the winner is Brian Schaub, unanimous decision. Of course, Brendan Schaub really went in there, and first of all, not only he outstruck Gabriel Gonzaga, but he just kept on coming back and forth, and then of course Gabriel couldn't take him down at all. So Schaub really got in there and really they got more hits and actually was quicker in and out, getting hit in and out more so than Gabriel. So congratulations on outpointing him and outstriking him, Brendan Schaub. And of course, now this is a classic teacher versus student match. Tito Ortiz versus Matt Hamill. Forget the Mark one. Matt Hamill. And the winner is Matt Hamill, unanimous decision. Now, Tito thought he was going to just come in and take out his student, but the student learned very well from the teacher. To a point where he handed Tito his own medicine by doing a couple takedowns, even smothering him, even dropping elbows, even getting him in the crucifix side control position. I mean, Hamill was really on game tonight. I mean, sure, yes, he got hit a few times with Tito Ortiz, and Tito was a little aggressive, but overall, Hamill really handled business, and he took him out. Now, not just like he took him out, but he did take him down and kept him smothered to a degree where the judges have to appoint him unanimous decision. I mean, if it was another decision, it would have been not so good. But Matt Hamill deserved that victory, so congratulations, Matt Hamill. And Diego Sanchez versus Paulo Thiago. Now the winner is Diego Sanchez, unanimous decision. Now, of course, that earned turning point of the night. So because Diego, in the first round, sure, he was getting struck by Diego Paulo. But from the second and third round, Diego Sanchez took him down. I mean, especially in the second round when he actually picked him up and just ran and just slammed him hard to the ground and just pounded him, even attempted submissions. And the same thing was also Paulo Thiago attempted submissions on Diego, but Diego had every answer to anything that Thiago had. So I mean, regardless, Diego Sanchez definitely pounded him. I mean, if it would have gone any further, any longer than at least 5 minutes each match, Diego would have beat him down. He would have won eventually, actually by knockout or TKO. But in any event, it went to the decision, unanimous. So congratulations, Diego Sanchez, and he's on the way. Now, newcomer from Strikeforce, Jake Sheilds versus Martin Kampman. Now, of course, Kampman. Now, Jake Sheilds had a lot of, he won by split decision. But the fact of the matter is this match there was a lot of rolling to the ground, there was a lot of wrestling involved, which was good. At the same time, you know, with all the hype that was put on Jake Sheilds coming from Strikeforce to UFC, all this hype of him doing this and doing that, he didn't really put on much of a, there wasn't a lot of fire in this match with these guys. I mean, sure, yeah, they were going for takedowns and they did a lot of submission attempts and so forth, but at the same time, the performance was not necessarily the best that I've seen, and I actually expected something. I guess from my own expectation, I wanted Jake to really perform better. I was just hoping to see him in action because I never really seen him fight previously. Maybe I had to look into his back, you know, of his past matches or something. But in any event, it was a split decision, and he barely won the match, won the fight, but he won. So definitely, that's the case. Maybe that is, and of course the UFC Heavyweight Championship bout. And I'm just going to say it like this. We have a new UFC Heavyweight Champion by the name of Cain Velasques. He totally destroyed Brock Lesnar. I'm not even going to say the match because, let's face it, I mean, and not to mention too, history has been made tonight that he's the first Mexican UFC Heavyweight Champion ever to wear the crown, to wear the title belt. So congratulations, Cain Velasques. Brock Lesnar simply was trying to jump knee him and so forth, but at the same time, Brock couldn't take him down. He did take him down fast and early, but Cain just kept on slipping right out of him. He just slipped right out of Lesnar's grasp, and then Cain just threw good kicks, punches, and even had him against the fence. But at the same time too, he even at some point used Lesnar's own momentum against him, if anything, and Lesnar was all, you know, falling over and twirling around all over the cage, and poor Lesnar, he just got rocked. Cain just got aggressive and just kept pounding him and busting him up. I mean, the big man got destroyed. I mean, that's all there is to it. He got destroyed. Cain just kept on getting him, and then, you know, the referee had no choice but to stop the fight, award him TKO victory, and of course the new UFC Heavyweight Champion. So congratulations, Cain Velasques, and this is good. This has to be a great day for the Mexican fans out there of the UFC. I mean, now they have a hero, especially the younger generation of Mexican people, the kids and so forth. Now they have somebody to look up to. So congratulations, Cain Velasques. I mean, you really, you know, did it, and he did it, and not to mention he went out undefeated too. And he still is undefeated, and now he's a champion. So there's not too many people that can actually say that about Cain Velasques, for that matter. So, or I can say that in regards to being undefeated and then becoming a world heavyweight champion. So congratulations, and Brock, that was an excellent effort that he did. I know he's going to come back. Now, how is he going to come back? I mean, he's come back from losses before, and if any past indication of it, this will only anger him further, I believe. And even though, no, I don't believe he's the greatest heavyweight champion in the world, as what has been hyped by Dana White and other forms of media, he at least is the best heavyweight in the UFC. But at the same time, he has yet to get tested by other heavyweights such as Fedor Emelianenko or Alistair Overeem, the heavyweight champion in Strikeforce. But in any event, Brock Lesnar, you know, this is not over for him. He'll come back stronger than ever, and let's just see if he can get himself back at the top of the title with the title hunt and actually regain it from either Cain Velasques or whoever else holds the belt, for that matter. So, needless to say, like I said, Brock has a lot to do. I mean, he's got a lot more matches, as far as anywhere from 10 to 20 more fights until he can really be considered the best in the world, but he has to really fight the really best. He has to fight and beat them in order to be considered, not just by media hype, not just by Dana White's sales pitch to make the UFC better than all the other MMA organizations. I'm talking about really Lesnar really have to beat the heavyweights in order to be considered the best in the world. He is the best heavyweight champion in the UFC. But as far as the world, I disagree, and he's got a long way to go. So, in any event, though, Velasquez, he's on his way to becoming the best in the world. Now he's the best in UFC. Let's see how he holds up too. I'd be very interested to see who else he's going to fight next. So, and that's about it. I am Standing Bear Thunderheart. UFC 121 was exciting, and I loved it. And I need to settle down. Hopefully, I'll be able to sleep well tonight. And so that means so my adrenaline can calm down and so forth. Well, anyways, have a good night, everybody, and I'll talk to you later. Healing, it is all that is.